The Trump administration has stopped processing visa applications from more than 90 countries, but it is still keeping the money from all of the applicants, more than $1 billion and counting. I'm Gustavo Solis. This is The Border Brief, and today we're going to hear directly from the man exposing all of this. His name is David Bier, and he's the Director of Immigration Studies at the Cato Institute, a libertarian think tank. And I had a chance to speak with him last week, just after he published a report exposing this scheme.
The United States government is carrying out one of the biggest frauds in the history of the American immigration system by accepting over $1 billion in fees from individuals who they are refusing to process their applications.
Before we break this down, it's worth noting that a lot of our immigration system is funded by fees paid by people applying for all kinds of visas. Let's say you have to renew your work visa. There's a fee for that. Let's say you're an international student trying to adjust your status to a permanent resident. There's a fee for that. Or maybe you're a U.S. citizen, but your mom is Iranian and you're trying to bring her here to the U.S. There's a fee for that. And your mom is probably going to have to pay a fee too. Bier ran the numbers, and he says that this impacts more than 2 million pending applications, which generate the U.S. government more than $1.3 billion.
Most of these people applied long ago. These policies have been rolled out primarily in December and January. And so all of these people have already paid into the system.
There are three main Trump policies that created this mess. First, in December, Trump barred legal entry and almost all visas from 40 different countries. Then, in January, the head of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services issued a benefit freeze for people already in the U.S. This applies to everything from employment authorization to permanent resident application. And finally, in February, the Department of State froze all visa applications from 75 countries. Those three policies, if you add them all up, it means that citizens from 92 different countries are completely banned from receiving immigrant visas or immigrating permanently to the U.S. And people from these 92 countries account for half of all legal immigration to the U.S. And like I said before, this also prevents people already here in the U.S. legally from renewing or adjusting their status. And more importantly, besides just paying the fee for a visa that's not going to get processed, this essentially creates a new class of undocumented immigrant.
People who are in the United States are losing their work authorization, so they're going to be fired from their jobs, unable to work. And then they're going to actually lose status and be effectively in this gray status where they could be arrested by ICE for not having status, even though they have a pending application that they qualify for. What is that person supposed to do?
This is already having devastating impacts on immigrant communities. Bier told me about a specific man that he's been in touch with, an Iranian national. Him and his partner are both researchers at a university. Now, last December, when his dad got sick, the man decided to go back to Iran to help take care of him. But now he can't come back because our government will not process his application to return.
So now he is disconnected from his spouse. He's stuck in Iran, which we are now bombing. He's a dissident. He doesn't support the Iranian government. So now he's under threat both from the bombing by the U.S. forces as well as from the Iranian regime.
So far, a couple of members of Congress have expressed concern over Bier's report, but nobody has called for full congressional hearings or an investigation. You can read Bier's full report at the link in the description. Thanks for watching another episode of The Border Brief. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on immigration-related news.